All right, let's get off. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. Market's opening. Or market's open. They just opened. Looks like market's open with a gap up this morning. Roku gapped up quite a few gaps, as a matter of fact. What's up, Rob? Pulling out my chat here. Oh no, I have the headphones plugged in today on the other thing, so damn kids. Hold on a minute, guys. All right, back again. All right, so what do we got here today? Looks like a lot of green on the bell. Market opening up pretty big. We're up as much as 1.4% from what I saw. MKC's flat. Everything else is green on my board, which is good start to the day. Netflix, Roku up 1%. We got Upland, which has been interestingly, they look like coming right back to new highs, or highs. Not really new highs, but highs. Come back testing the 50 really quick after breaking out. We'll see if we do that again or we can sustain up here. Looks like Mongo's up 1.5. Winnebago again with another good day already. 2 minutes into the trading session. Look at that extension. Oh, that was earnings yesterday. Huh? I don't know how I missed that. Not sure how I missed that was earnings yesterday, but good extension from WGO. IIPR even making a new high. Man. And Pays looks like with a move up this morning. What's up, Nick? Pays coming back. At least trying to. Trade Desk new high. Twilio. Think it made a new high. Retreated there pretty quick. Mongo gapping up. See if it'll hold that or not. It did break that resistance. Actually broke it yesterday right there at about the 172 level. Nice little gap up. We'll see how that works out. Let's go check out the global list. Chesapeake. Said oil came out. Golden oil. Let's check them out. I'm usually not on top of golden. Oh, man. Gold did come out with a vengeance. What happened there? That's a pretty significant move for gold. Technically, especially technically. Wow. Look at that on the weekly chart. Breaking all of our trend lines, horizontal support, triangular support. Looks like just this morning with this gap up. And then I think USO is a good approximation for oil. And yeah, little move up for oil this morning. On some Iran news, I'm sure, probably. I'll probably use something different for oil, but that's the one that pops into my head. I don't do a lot of oil charting. All right, GHGX trying to come out of a low and slow declining trend line. Ring, a gap up today on some news. There's no earnings, it looks like. EC. There's Ring again. Regeneron, trying to get out of lows. Looks like it's attempting a curl up here off of what is historically really low levels. This could be a pretty good low risk, high reward trade. Even today on the breakout day where it is. I mean, you got about 8% down there and about 27%. Minimum 3-to-1 risk reward on this one. As it maybe gets up to this trend line at some point. But that's a longer term trade. This is a weekly chart, so that would be a much longer term trade. I love this chart on Regeneron though. I don't think I have any cash left. Still. I thought about closing out some positions. I don't know if I actually did. I think I still am fully invested. But that could be a really good long-term trade to get something out to like 2021. That could be really good. Yep, fully invested still. Can't buy anything Regeneron for $88. Not bad though. Good stuff today so far. Let's see, Pay's up 3.27%. That's pretty nice. IIPR still up 3. Snap 1.7, trying to come back. No, I'm positive. Disney's the only other one that Disney, I think, is the only one I'm negative in. As of yesterday, I was negative 7% in Disney. It's a nice market right now, guys. When all my options are positive, that's good. And Disney only up 0.18%, so I'm not sure if I'm positive in Disney, but we'll see how this one goes. Yeah, I haven't sold out of anything. Although I always wish I have cash, but I do like to be fully invested if the market calls for it, and it's been calling for it. So the Disney action, I'd like it to move a little bit faster, obviously, but it is what it is. Snap looks like it's up there right at highs. We'll see if it's able to get over that little hump of Netflix. Up over yesterday's highs. Looks like we're above the trend line today. So that's good. We closed pretty nicely yesterday. Elevated volume the previous 3 days. That's good. Just generally good stuff looking around the market. Roku came down. I don't like that volume. That is a lot of volume. On the open. It's a tremendous amount of volume on the open. That is a lot of volume. Come on, mouse, catch up. There you go. Oh, we've seen that in the past. Wow, that's a lot of volume there, too. All right, give it some room. My strategy is to pretty much stay above the frozen rope, so. Well, Roku's not fighting against Netflix and Disney. It's with them. Roku's just a, I believe. I don't know, are they a streaming service? I thought they just had the box. Maybe they just have the box. They provide a streaming platform. They're the operating system, Eli. So they're actually servicing Netflix and Disney. Disney will be on Roku. It's like the cable box. That's kind of like saying Comcast or Cox is in competition with Scientific Atlanta, which makes the cable box. They're in cahoots. Cahoots, I say. Why is my NASDAQ chart way off in left field? What? It's always 242. I don't always send this thing to 242. It pisses me off. Look at that run we've been on since that little bottom right there. Been pretty nice. Apple TV, Fire TV, but none of those are Disney and Netflix. Boom! With the Eli slam. Anyway, that is quite a bit of volume on Roku this morning, though. That point still stands. iRobot 2.89. That's right. Oh, it's Pays. Where's iRobot? Come on. All right, there you go. There's the breakout we've been looking for in iRobot. And I have no cash. Yes. That's exactly what I want. Stupid. Why can't I have all my positions and all my cash? Why can't I do that?
Daddy.
Yes, James.
Why is Ethan on his computer?
I'm not sure. What work is? Generally, I don't know what work is. I sit at my desk all day long.
Daddy, you're doing work.
I am?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Daddy.
Yes, James. I think James is bored, ladies and gentlemen. Pay's doing pretty good, 2.88%. Hold on, guys. All right, I'm back. Our market calming down a little bit, at least in terms of some leadership. IIPR still rocking it, 6% today. That's a new high for IIPR. Damn it. NBEV, maybe trying to get froggy, going with the bull. INSG bouncing off lows. iRobot, we talked about that one at the lows. We've talked about that all week. That's getting going today. Here's INSG coming off the bottom there. That's not a bad one. Very low dollar stock. Atlassian launching towards highs. Fox even sitting at highs there. That's pretty good. Winnebago doing fine. Uphold trying to sell off right now. ServiceNow also doing pretty good. Snap trying to get into new highs. See what happens today. AMD gap up in the overnight session. And Chegg's flirting with our trend line again. Hmm. Could be nice for Chegg. We had it coming out over here, I think a week or two ago. Mongo looks like it's pausing. We'll see. It's had a pretty good extension yesterday. I mean, the end of the day yesterday, everything got really bullish. Look at all this volume that stepped into Mongo, especially. Just tons and tons of volume. Just boom, 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 boom. And then, yeah, so good stuff. At least a good breakout for Mongo. It's got a chance now. It was really in danger about 3-4 days ago. Trade desk holding there right at highs and kind of a quasi mini bull flag. It's like Disney trying to right itself. And Roku down. Debating whether I should exit Roku or not. Hasn't broken my trading plan. Probably should stick with it. Although the volume's been very light the past couple of days. Let the short throw flee. Roku not getting a lot of support. Although volume's drying off on the sell-off. Hopefully it'll find a footing here. Coming back and filling in that gap is what it's doing. Just fairly aggressively, unfortunately. But Roku's been able to right itself ever since with that great breakout on earnings over a month ago, almost 2 months ago. Eli's over caffeinated. NASDAQ up another 1%. All right. I had a 4% gain there for a minute. My TQQQ's up 17%. That's not bad for most of your account in like 2 weeks. Can't be mad at that. All right, Netflix doing really good. MongoDB doing good. Oh, you all right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I hate that my portfolio update lags by 15 minutes. It's really annoying. Highly, highly annoying. Disney, Mongo. IIPR non-stop, guys. Insane. Funko, our buddy Funko breaking our trend line this morning. Right there. How come we don't have Funko here? I thought I had it on the actionable list. I guess I didn't. I may have removed it because it was languishing, but I somehow thought it was on there. But Funko breaking that trend right there, guys. That could have a nice move up. You got a 20% target there, about 28 and change. Man, my pays is flat right now. I'm not sure. Yeah, pays looks like it's doing okay right now. We had like 2 down days, which felt 3 down days, kind of, I guess, which kind of feels like an eternity in the stock market. All right. About freaking time. This is definitely feeling like a much better market. Guys, if you, darn it, it allows you to keep hitting something else when I mean to go to iRobot. I like that iRobot trade, guys, still, if you're still looking for a trade to get into iRobot. Even earlier today's pretty good. Pace is up another 1%. That one's pretty good. Service now going into new highs. We had this the other day as it was going into highs. It's been holding up there, so this thing's going to go for another little run right here. Intuit trying to gather steam to break out. I'm not sure it has the volume at this stage of the game to do that. Doesn't look like it. Very little volume here this morning. Frickin' IIPR. Oh my. Okay, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna do it. What would I be up in my position if I had bought IIPR? The what if thing you should never do. Because this was like 3 days ago. I said I would have been up 500% on one and then 150% on another. Always listen to yourself. I've got the trade. Okay, so I had 2 trades on IIPR set up. I had one was the 19th for $95, and it's not even on the strike price board anymore. Dang. And its price right now is $38, and I would have bought it for $5.90. So $6 to $39 is a whole hell of a lot. That's amazing. That would have been a great trade. Such a good trade. And the other one I had was for October, and that was for 10.30 at the 95 strike, and it's at $42 right now. Minimum, I'd be up 400%. Damn it. Hope some of you guys got IIPR. Truly do. I truly do. Netflix 1.5%. Pay's coming down a little bit more. Pay's chopping around this area. We'll see what it's going to do. What's MJ doing these days? Our buddy MJ maybe trying to flatten out. And there's kind of a little trend line. I think there's a little bit more to it than that. A little closer. It looks like we're attempting to get up to that breakout level right there in MJ. So maybe, just maybe, we'll be doing good. Regeneron trade still working, looking good. I like that from a risk reward perspective coming out of Lowe's. Hard to keep a Regeneron down. They're such a large company. So when you're down at Lowe's like that, I think it's pretty good to at least look at a position even if you don't take it. I look at a lot of stuff that I don't take. Tesla. Speaking of trades I don't take, Tesla. Not too bad, kind of consolidating up here. Very low volume yesterday. Definitely could be a low. I mean, I'm not majorly convinced that we're going to rocket higher from here. I guess, some increased volume would definitely be nice. We haven't had increased volume since that one day right there. It's been pretty low. Funko. Maybe you're up earlier. Winnebago holding strong. Snap. All right, so take a look at what IBD has to say about the world. Oh, Eli, you'll be happy to know I'm completely done with that refactor. It took a while, but I got adding strategies, editing strategies, deleting strategies. Pretty good stuff. It looks bad, but because I don't have a designer's bone in my body. Missed the chip NVIDIA rally. 7 ways you can still play it. NVIDIA's rallying? Doesn't look like an NVIDIA rally. Looks like 3 up days. Is that what you call a rally now? I think that's what you call a rally now. That's funny. Eric Schmidt Google's success in these hidden places. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see what Schmidt's talking about here. It's pretty funny. This is a funny story. Eric Schmidt had a giant surprise waiting in his corner office one morning. All the furniture had been taken out and replaced by a working Volkswagen Beetle. Schmidt told IBD about an experience early in his career. Playful coworkers at Sun Microsystems reassembled the car, except the gas tank in his office. Leaving the tank in would have been against fire regulations. The fact that engineers felt at ease enough with Schmidt and liked him enough to take the time to disassemble the car as an April Fool's joke speaks to their connection with him. That's pretty good. I like that. So apparently he's a nice guy. That's good. Keeping a sense of humor, finding riches and experiences, construct a unique career path. I don't know if you guys want to read that. I'm interested in that article, though. I'll post it in case you guys are. I admit not everybody is wants to read articles about Eric Schmidt. Schmidt helped develop the computer language company's Java programming language. Schmidt helped develop Java? Seriously? That's crazy. He still owns a diagram he drew in the 1980s about a cloud computing system. That's pretty cool. Good stuff. All right. Yeah, you can't, man. I mean, I would like to say yes. I really would. I mean, the volume doesn't even. We had that stalling candle here the other day. Um, 2 days ago, we had that great volume in the morning that just kind of came in and brought the stock down. But I think it was right here. Those first few candles were definitely negative, but yeah, you can't FOMO in here. It's up so much. It's yeah. I would almost rather put up sell. I would rather buy puts on it than I would go long. But I'm not gonna bet against it either. I don't just abstain. I mean, look at the weekly. It's just stupid. It's just crazy. So far, that's my regret of the year right there is that trade that we were watching. I still got to go back and watch those videos. Shopify. That's not nearly as extended as that's a nice run right there though. That's for sure. Wow. That's not even a base. 1, 2, 3. No base there. No base there. Yeah, I guess that is pretty extended. It's only up 113%. Where's my option there? I'm pretty sure I had a shop option at that point, actually. I bet you I did. It just didn't break out with any fervor. So let's go to the Think Back episode. So I actually really like these types of bases. I don't know if I say it from time to time, my kind of trade. When I have these long bases like this, especially ones that are slow and angled like this, I really like these. So let's go back. Let's go check out what some options would be on this one from, let's say we bought it right there just for fun, because this is my strategy. Right there. Let's say you bought it at the end of that day, 1/31/2019. All right, let's say, oh, it's already got January up there. So let's say you bought 131. So you bought a year leap, which is that's kind of a long proposition. And you never know something's going to do this, but these, like I said, these are my types of setups. I've got to go back and revisit my trades from 2017 because those were exceptional trades. So let's see, we were down here at 160. Now, here's one thing, I probably wouldn't have held this the entire time, just the way things go, but $197 would have been my 20% target, but obviously all year long. Let's just say about at the money, the 165 for 48.20. That's the wrong year. Wrong year. There we go. 165 for 34.30. That's better. $176 from $34. So about 400 or 500%. Those are the types of runs that I look for. And so far I haven't been able to capture any of those this year. IIPR would have been my first one I was on top of. I don't remember being on top of Shopify like that. I think we were watching it for a while, but for some reason I don't think it extended as well as I wanted to. I'm still a little bit too nervous. I mean, that would have been really good even after earnings. But, you know, it's so hard to, at least for me, it's just hard to blanket hold these. NIO. I need to change something on my strategy. Yeah, I'm not going to touch it. It's at new lows. I don't personally, Eli, that's not my kind of thing, buddy. That's what I'm saying, Rob. I wouldn't have held their earnings. That's probably why I never bought it. And then when it did have earnings, I probably never even noticed it, to be honest with you. Because it gapped down and then came back to close like less than 1% or something like that. So look at that. It didn't really close very high to the previous day. It probably wasn't even on my radar because I do ignore things around earnings. But I've said this before and I'll say it again. I need to come up with a strategy for earnings. There's got to be something I can do, whether I buy a put on the other side just for protection to try to stay in a trade if it's looking good and breaking out. Because a situation like this, I mean, there's a thing about holding through earnings as kind of a general rule, but screw it. Find a way around the rule. I mean, you just got to find a way around it. If the stock's working good, yeah, why would you sell? Maybe just buy a put for insurance, and maybe you miss out on part of the move on your put, but anyway, there's got to be a way around it. There's too much opportunity there. Roku down 0.54%, extending into the depths of the abyss. Daily chart doesn't seem to care though. Disney down 0.11%. I'm just not happy with Disney up here. It's just showing lots of distribution. This may be the one I sell. I thought about selling it the other day. What, Roku? What crashed 90% from the highs? MongoDB coming down. Market 1.16%, holding up pretty strong. Ooh, Netflix. What are you doing, Netflix? Okay, Netflix, my option's up 98%. Damn it, I own one. I can't sell half. Son of a bitch. That's not good. I was going to take half my position off, but I only own one. I I was thinking in the car the other day. I'm like, I should make a rule to never buy one of anything. I should always buy at least two. That is true, Eli. That is true. I missed my shot in Mongo to sell half of my position in that. It was up here. It looked exceptional, and then it just, started rolling over for what seemed like no apparent reason, then just never stopped. No major stalling candle. I mean, there was a sell block in the beginning of the day, but that's not the end of the world. But up here, I was up 96% in MongoDB. And then down here, I was up like 20%, 30%. So trying to get back up there. We'll see if it'll do it. So far everything's within trend. Nothing really broken on Mongo. I don't know. I may just sell Disney. I need some cash, although it's not going to give me a lot of cash. Auto Home. Trying to get out of Lowe's. All right, some MJ stocks here at the top now. MMNFF, which unfortunately is over the counter, so it doesn't count in terms of MJ. Cron does, however, up 6%. That was not too bad. Well, yeah, Disney would be my biggest loser right now in terms. Well, my MJ trades are so deep underwater right now, it's ridiculous. But that's another story. Yeah, Disney's my biggest loser right now. Whoops. Which is right there. Disney. So that's my biggest loser by far. It's my only loser actually, but it's only down 3%, and it's 2% of my account. So it's not a very big part of it, luckily. INSG is actually not looking too bad. I mentioned that this morning. It was trying to bounce off of our channel here. We got a channel line here. Bounce back up. Could be pretty nice here. About 18, 19% up there. Can you explain the psychology of holding the MJ losers? Well, the fact I bought it, it's not near a normal strategy for me to do something like that by any stretch of the imagination. It was the psychology that is that I have it until January of 2021. So I still have a year and a half left in the trade. And that was the strategy all along, was buy out as far out as I could and kind of let the chips fall where they may. I figured in 2 years, but by the time I bought it, within 2 years, MJ would be much, much higher. It's not looking good right now, but it's within the middle of that range, So, not a great, it's not great, but it's a strategy that I came up with, and I'm living with it, so I don't take like a 70% loss. Because, they're both down 70, 80%. I actually have three. It kind of sucks because I have three different strike price calls for MJ. 45, 50, and 55. I got very aggressive. It's probably too aggressive. But, so I have to look at three different positions, which is usually like, at a minimum, a third of my positions, if not a half. So I'm always looking at all these big red numbers on my screen, which psychologically sucks. But I'm working through it. It's cool. But yeah, no, I do like INSG. I like the setup. I like the fact it's not too wide, but it's fairly wide. And it is a flag. I agree with Eli. It's going to put a nice flag pattern in here on the chart. And down here towards lows, curling up. I don't mind that. Today's a pretty good day. Market's good. And like I said, good percentages back up to the highs. Got about 20% back up there till you had about 550. I think this even has options. Yes, it does. So that's not bad right there. But I'm not mad at INSG. I don't even think I can trade it with my $88. All right, Winnebago leading our list now. Looks like IIPR sold off some. Atlassian looking just fine. INSG looking good. AMRN looks like it wants to curl back up finally. We've been watching this one for a long time. Hasn't broken down from this pattern, which is why we've been watching it. And it looks like it's curling back up to go back into highs. That's a biomedical stock, I believe. I'm probably wrong, but I think that's what it is. AMD holding pretty tight up here this morning. Not bad above the breakout point we mentioned yesterday. Was a good opportunity to get back into AMD, or no, it was the day before yesterday. And you can still get into this one. Up 4.5%, 4% or so. So still within buy range from that breakout. iRobot consolidating a little bit. Fox, not. Etsy looking okay. Intuit, NBev, not coming back yet. Netflix, a little choppy up there. Match pays, not rocketing. The market has these gaps open, and then it doesn't do much throughout the day. But that was the theme yesterday, and that may be something to note. In terms of late yesterday, we did a bunch of weird stuff, and then late in the afternoon we had this big rally. Now I think this was due to the Fed minutes, but I think they showed you some of the stocks that they wanted, and I think MongoDB appears to be one of them. I don't know if Disney is really, not so much. Roku had a good extension yesterday with good volume as well. So you can look yesterday for a little bit of directional support. Pays not so much. It didn't. I guess they bought a little bit of Pays. It didn't run it up too much though. You talking about AMD there, Eli? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, 20-second delay really screws up the chat here. That is a big cup and handle, but IBD is viewing this as a flat base. So regardless, I'll go with that. But yeah, I mean it's not bad at all. It is kind of a beaten down sector, so that's good. That's good that it's maintaining there. Didn't come down too far. Funko looks like it's just hanging out. Tilray up here 3.86%. Is that finally trying to turn a corner? And will people remember the run of old? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Looks like it's trying to curl up out of a little mini cup here. Just a tiny little guy. So Tilray could be getting the marijuana sector going again, along with CGC having a good day, Cron having a good day. I thought CGC was having a good day. You know, Cron's up here, 5%. And not looking as good as Tilray. And CGC holding up. These marijuana stocks aren't dead. They're just languishing a little bit. They're just going kind of median sideways. Eventually, they'll get going, and hopefully it's before January of next year. UBNT trying to bounce off the 200-day moving average. That could be interesting. This is a leading stock with tremendous products. I really, really like this company. Stock price didn't show it for so long, but... Oh, you still have that Tilray option, Eli. Oh, nice. I remember you said you bought one. I was wondering, like about a week or two ago, if you still had it. NASDAQ holding 1.15%. It's been there all day long. That's pretty good, man. We're going to get really close to these highs very fast. You're holding Tilray through the hell? What do you mean? Tilray's way down at lows. When did you buy this? I thought you bought it. Where'd you buy it? I thought you bought it like over here. Okay. That's crazy. And how are you back to? You're almost at break even. Back to positive. What are some Tilray options looking like these days? This thing was so volatile. Not that I think it's gonna do that, but what do you got right there? That's if it were to kind of V back up there, you got 141 by next January. Let's see what that is. Holy crap. That is a lot. That is a lot of percentages for Tilray. Wow. That's a great option. 80-12-20 on May 3rd. Oh, down here? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it dropped a little lower there. Absolutely. Got the May 80. Oh, 12.20. 80 strike price. Wow, you went way out of the money. What's your target on that? That's really far out of the money. Your break even's 82.72, so it's right there at about the 200-day moving average. At least if it's there by expiration, that's obviously. My target was Lambo. At least you're honest. At least you're honest. This one, if this does like a V move like this, 141 back into, dude, even if you give it till January 2021, you're looking at 700, 600+% gains. If you go, the next strike price out of the money is a 605% gain. So that's pretty Lambo if you ask me. So if this thing really gets rocking, even in a slow uptrend like that, just to get to right there, let's say it holds that trajectory. Is that the trajectory it's on? Yeah, it kind of looks like it, huh? That's crazy. But yet, is it crazy? Is that crazy? I don't know. It always seems crazy in the moment until it happens. That's James for you. IIPR back at the top of our list, ladies and gentlemen. This one's actually not bad. See if they have a trade I could pay $88 for. Doesn't look like it. I could go out the 120 strike price on. James Roll is playing Hulk. James gets overtly aggressive like that from time to time, and it happens often. It happens often. He's just kind of playing. Yeah, I guess he's kind of playing Hulk. But that Tilray trade from down here, I mean, for a little bit of risk. I mean, if you take the January 2020s. All right, how many people are watching? I don't want to. That's my power hour. Oh, only 3 people? Man, who the hell doesn't? This is stupid. Who doesn't want to watch this? 3 people are watching. That's annoying. Okay, so if you do, Let's say Tilray just goes on a tear and the MJ sector goes good. The January options right here, 211 days. If it gets to 141, which is a pretty aggressive target, that's pretty much all this year and into January of next year. I'm trying to keep the same slope. I mean, and this is extraordinarily aggressive. Keep in mind, this is not something you bet more than 1% of your account on, but those are your percentage gains if it gets to 141. This is January 2020 of this upcoming year. So 6-month trade, almost to the day. 6-month trade for 1,000% gain. I think I have 3 windows open, Eli. Actually, no, one of them's not me. I don't have a viewing window open right now. Or if you want to be super aggressive, you can do 2,000%. But by even just doing this 1,000% at 55, if you're willing to risk $600-700 here, that's $6 or $7 grand. That's $7,000. That's not bad. I know, man. I know. I thought about it. I'm just doing so much programming these days, Eli. It was hard to put that video out the other day, to be honest with you. It's doing pretty good too. I'm going to show it to you because now I'm geeking out. I made a lot of progress last night, man. Like I don't know, somehow the freaking floodgates opened. I want to show you what I did. So pretty much what you and I discussed the other day. Of course, I'm stuck in a callback no man's land right now. So you log in. Eventually, this will be ported for stocks too, and I'll probably jump options in here, but that's way down the line. Right now, this is just for crypto stuff. So you implement your strategy. So if you have strategies, you can remove a strategy, and then you can add a strategy back if you need to there. You can edit your strategy, and here you have your different fields. You can save everything. Obviously, the color's off there on this last one. I have it. I kind of like it the gray. May do with the gray. This actually took a tremendous amount of work on my part. Then to add a strategy, it comes up with a blank. I think I messaged you about this one yesterday. You mean doing my emails? What do you mean? Anyway, these are all like little separate components in here. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, colors are horrible. I agree. I'm just making it half-ass presentable. So no, it's okay. I kind of rubber ducked you is what I think I did. But yeah, so it's in a really good spot. Everything's saving right now. Like, it's cool. Even if you add a strategy, it even shows you here what you can select. If I delete a Binance trade, it'll pop up Binance here too. So I'm kind of all these little fun things that I thought would be fun to do, just to keep things. I don't have any validation in terms of the 100%, but it's pretty cool. I'm happy with it. Now I gotta put it over here into new trade, and then I have some work to do on this side, but it's in a pretty good spot, man. I'm pretty happy about it. I already know I want to split out the exchanges. I don't want to have exchange listed on the table. I'd rather exchange be a header, but I haven't spent time breaking that out yet. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to do that this time around. Nasdaq selling off 0.87%. IPR, Funko, Amarin, ISG Team, AMD up towards. Doing okay there. MongoDB. Oh, don't do that to me. GPK, new bull flag. Let's take a look. Sorry, Rob. Yeah, it does kind of look like it. Yeah, it's above the 200-day, came back, tested the 200, getting support by the 50-day. Yeah, it's not. Not my favorite right now. It is a nice little flag pattern. I will admit that that does look pretty good. Yeah, that's not too bad. Volume's drying up pretty good. You're primed for a pocket pivot day. We had a few here, obviously. One there. We had a pocket pivot day there. That one sold off some. So maybe wait for the next pocket pivot for an entry on GPK if you're interested in that one. So did it the last? I'm not sure what you're referring to there, Rob. Sorry. Disney. Let's check in, babe. Snap coming back down. I almost want to take profits on all these positions I've got. My account's actually at a new high for the year, which is great. Like by a lot. Oh, good looking bull flag the last time he got in. Yeah, over here. Well, it is what it is. It fails. You're usually supposed to get out of the trade, but if you're still in that specific trade, if it undercuts, I guess you could also have a flag forming here. If it starts undercutting too far, or just starts dropping and languishing and not popping back higher, just ditch it. Just ditch it. About 7% if you bought at the low there. I probably should have triggered a stop loss of some kind.
Oh my gosh, start a bullet.
What are you doing? Crazy ass kid. Twilio Snap SC, iRobot. Oh, selling off. Don't do that.
Daddy, I'm already dressed.
James, I'm still on the mic here, buddy.
I'm already dressed.
Take your hands off your toothbrush. Market selling off a little bit here. Looks like maybe a little bit too soon. Too much too soon for the market. 0.9%. It was at 0.77 earlier. It's not too bad. Netflix holding nice. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here today. Market is had a nice gap up, and it looks like we're paying the penance for that here with some consolidation and pullbacks. AMRN looking really good, though. Sitting right at highs. Looks like it may continue. Make it a pocket pivot that has very low volumes. Yeah, we're kind of primed for a potential pocket pivot. So yeah, kind of primed for a pocket pivot here potentially. Volume's got to hold up though. It's not. You didn't get that huge pop at the beginning of the day to get us up. But actually, looks like we may have had a pocket pivot. I think we had a pocket pivot here. Did we talk about this? This looks a little familiar. What is that? 5.955 million shares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So not quite a pocket pivot, but really close. Really close to a pocket pivot. You could almost marginally call that a pocket pivot. And this would be this next actually had more volume. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, AMRN looking really good. Looks really good right here, actually. I don't mind that one bit. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. Have a good day. See you guys tomorrow on a Friday, and we'll see what the market's going to give us. So, I think today's Thursday, right? Yeah. A reminder, no power hour today for stocks or for crypto. I've got my kids' school thing to attend, but I will be working on a newsletter right now and sending that thing out. So look for that, guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.